Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of My Name is Dad. We are here for another football episode. Brody is in studio, but before we get started, let's talk about the sponsor, which is Point B Grading and Turfcraft Maintenance, LLC. It's coming up where everyone's getting their fields ready for baseball season, so check us out, and we can get your field ready for the spring season. Check us out at pointbgrading.com and pointbgrading@gmail.com for all your sports fields and baseball maintenance fields needs. All right, everybody, happy Thanksgiving. This is the day before us when we're recording on Thanksgiving Eve. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And in studio, back with authority, is Mr. Brody Benson. Say hi, Brody.
What's up?
What's up? Brody Benson, a man of many words. Okay, Brady, let's dive into it because the college football week is going to be a long one.
Yeah.
All right. So college football week 13 going into week 14. I kind of wanted to talk about the Heisman Trophy candidates as we're getting kind of late in the season and Heisman Trophy talks start to pick up. The number one odds right now is Fernando Mendoza, the quarterback out of Indiana. Then Julian Sayin, the quarterback out of Ohio State. Marcel Reed, the quarterback out of Texas A&M. And our first non-quarterback is Jeremiah Love, the running back out of Notre Dame. Then we got Diego Pavia, the quarterback out of Vanderbilt. Then we got Jacob Rodriguez, the linebacker out of Texas Tech. Guns up. And then we have, the last one I have on the list is Ty Simpson, the quarterback out of Alabama. Now, should anybody else be on the list, or is this kind of the finalist list as we go into the end of the season here, Brody?
It's definitely the finalist list. The final list, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, there's other people that are in like the top 10, but they're not going to win.
So the Heisman Trophy has typically gone to a offensive position, most likely quarterback. Do you think Jeremiah Love, who's a running back out of Notre Dame, or even Jacob Rodriguez, the linebacker out of Texas Tech, even have a chance to win this thing or even to get invited to New York to be part of the ceremony?
Jeremiah Love definitely has a chance. And I just don't think they're going to give the respect to Jacob Rodriguez. I don't think he has a chance, but Jeremiah Love definitely has a chance.
It doesn't seem that Vegas or any of these other, these people who claim are like, the specialists, the know-it-alls of college football are not giving any respect to Jacob Rodriguez, even though his numbers are better than Manti Te'o when Manti Te'o was like a finalist and got like second place or whatever.
Jacob Rodriguez has more turnovers than Bama and all those teams and stuff like that, and he's still not getting respected.
I don't know if he's quite at 100 tackles, but he's pretty close. He's in the 90s at least. He's got like 7 forced fumbles, quite a few interceptions.
He has like 15 turnovers, which is more than like Ohio State, the whole team combined.
Yeah, so it seems like Jacob Rodriguez should be getting a lot more love. I don't care that he plays in the Big 12. I know, they gave a lot of love to Manti Te'o because he played at Notre Dame, and there's that history of Notre Dame or playing in the Big 10 or playing in the SEC. But I mean, numbers are numbers. Jacob Rodriguez, I think, should be invited, should be considered. Not that he's going to win because it's probably going to go to our quarterback, which is Fernando Mendoza or Julian Sayin. Especially if Ohio State beats Michigan, Julian Sayin is probably a lock for it. And then you got Ohio State and Indiana playing in the Big Ten championships. Whoever wins that probably is the lock for it.
Definitely.
But I like Jeremiah Love. Jeremiah Love has made a lot of big plays, a lot of highlights and stuff like that. But again, he's not a quarterback, so he's not quite getting the love as some of these other players.
I personally think Jeremiah Love has been the best college football player this year.
He probably has.
The award goes to the best college football player, but they're just going to give it to the quarterback because the position's just more valuable, I guess.
Yeah, and I think people tune in to see who won the Heisman because they play quarterback or whatever.
But these quarterbacks don't even have like Heisman stats. They're just going to give it to the quarterback with the best stats.
No, exactly. Jeremiah Love, I'm not saying he's got like Reggie Bush numbers or anything like that, but he's a good football player. It's all about that year, that 1 year of college football, who is the best player. And I think Jeremiah Love, Jacob Rodriguez are definitely best players. Diego Pavia should be up there. Definitely Fernando Mendoza and Julian Sayin. So I think all those guys. I'm not the biggest fan of Marcel Reed, just probably because he goes to Texas A&M.
Probably.
But
I mean, he has carried them to 11-0.
And they got a big game. They got a couple big games coming up. They got to play Texas and all this stuff. So we'll see what happens. All right. Let's get into rivalry week. We are in week 14 of college football, and this is the big rivalry week. And we have quite a list here, Brody.
Yep.
All right. To start it off, let's go with Ole Miss at Mississippi State in the Egg Bowl. And they play for the Golden Egg Trophy, which I believe it's just like a football on top of a trophy name. So it looks like an egg.
Yeah.
Okay. Iowa at Nebraska. They play for the Heroes Trophy. We have Air Force at Colorado State for the Ram Falcon Trophy. They're both up in like Colorado Springs area, so that's why there's a big rivalry, Air Force, Colorado State. We have Georgia at Georgia Tech with Clean Old-Fashioned Hate. Remember, we there was a couple other games. There was like Modern Hate.
That was like Georgia Southern, Georgia State, I think.
Yeah. So we have Clean Old-Fashioned Hate, and they play for the Governor's Cup. We have Indiana at Purdue, and they play for the Old Oaken Bucket. Texas A&M at Texas. It's the Lone Star Showdown. Locally here, we have Arizona at Arizona State for the Duel in the Desert, and they play for the Territorial Cup.
I was going to say, I thought it was the Territorial Cup.
Well, that's what they play for. That's the trophy, but it's called the Duel in the Desert.
Oh,
but, you know, the funny thing about this rivalry is the Territorial Cup is actually quite small. I'm surprised how small it is.
It is?
Yeah, it's really small. It like almost fits in like the palm of your hand. It's pretty small.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Well, maybe you should look it up this year, Birdie.
Gotcha.
We have Ohio State at Michigan, and it's called The Game.
Or
The Game.
What do they play for? Do they not have a trophy? It's just called
They don't have a trophy. It's just bragging rights, and we beat you, and it's one of the biggest rivalry games of the year.
Who has the bragging rights this year? Because Michigan beat Ohio State last year, but Ohio State won the Natty.
Yeah, but Michigan has beat Ohio State like the last 4 years in this game. So I would say Michigan definitely has the bragging rights.
Yeah.
All right. We also have number 12, Miami at number 22, Pitt. This is the top 25 matchup. It's not necessarily a rivalry, but it's a top 25 matchup.
Oh.
We have Colorado at Kansas State. It's a rivalry game.
That's a rivalry.
We have Clemson at South Carolina in the Palmetto Bowl. Houston,
Is Clemson in South Carolina or are they in North Carolina?
No, they're in South Carolina.
They are?
Yeah. Both these teams are South Carolina. That's why it's a rivalry game. We have Houston at Baylor. Kentucky at Louisville. Louisville. I call them Louisville.
Why?
And they play for the Governor's Cup. I just like to call them that. And then we have Louisiana Monroe at Louisiana in the Battle on the Bayou. And they play for a wooden boot. It's a boot made out of wood.
All right.
Yeah. And we have Oregon at Washington. Because they're not playing the Civil War or the Apple Cup, late in the season now because Oregon, Washington. We have Vanderbilt at Tennessee. Wake Forest at Duke. We have Wisconsin at Minnesota, and they play for Paul Bunyan's Axe.
That's a big one, right?
Yeah, that's a big rivalry. Missouri at Arkansas. It's the battle line rivalry because they share like a border.
Yeah.
So the battle line rivalry. Florida State at Florida, and they play for the McCullough Trophy. McCullough or Macula. One of those.
Don't know.
However you want to pronounce it. Virginia Tech at Virginia, and they play for the Commonwealth Cup. Alabama at Auburn. This is the Iron Bowl, and they play for the James E. Foy Sportsmanship Trophy, which is the worst trophy name I've ever heard of.
What even is it? Is it made of iron?
I have no idea what it's made of.
Why is the game even called the Iron Bowl?
It's called the Iron Bowl.
Is there lots of iron in Alabama?
I guess so, maybe.
Maybe.
We have UCLA at USC. They play for the Victory Bell. North Carolina at NC State, in-state rivalry. Northwestern at Illinois. They play for the Land of Lincoln Trophy. I wonder if Abraham Lincoln's from there. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Oh. Where's he from then?
Don't know. I just don't think he's from.
Oh, so you're going to deny something that
I just don't think he's from Illinois.
All right, so yeah, the Land of Lincoln Trophy. Let's see where to leave off here. Oh, we have UNLV at Nevada. They play for the Fremont Cannon. There's a big rivalry in Nevada.
No one cares about that rivalry.
Yeah, I care. Notre Dame at Stanford. It's the Legends Trophy.
Notre Dame at Stanford. How is that a rivalry?
Notre Dame and Stanford and like USC and like Boston College are like some of like the oldest colleges in the world or in the country.
Yeah.
So that's why they have like these old school rivalry games because they're like private universities and all this stuff. We have Fresno State, Nana's favorite, Fresno State at San Jose State. It's the battle for the Valley. They play for the Valley Trophy. And then last, but I think not least, we have Wyoming at Hawaii.
Where's Nebraska at?
What about Nebraska?
Nebraska and Iowa? That's a big rivalry.
Yeah, I said that one, right?
You sure?
I think so. Oh, yeah, they play for the Heroes Trophy, right? Yeah, Iowa at Nebraska. They play for the Heroes Trophy.
Oh, all right.
How dare you?
I didn't hear it.
How dare you?
I didn't hear it.
Wyoming at Hawaii. They play for the
How was that
Paneolo Trophy.
How was that a rivalry?
I don't know how that's a rivalry.
Like,
it seems so weird.
Wyoming and Hawaii are like the most opposite states. And
How freezing cold in the mountains and out in Hawaii where it's like warm.
Tropical,
I don't know. Someone's got to email us on this one.
How was that a rivalry?
All right, so that's quite a list of games being played from basically
like 67
Friday and Saturday, really, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any of these games on Thursday.
There's one game on Thursday, but it's not a rivalry.
Okay.
It's Navy-Memphis, which is a big game.
Yeah.
Because the winner goes to the American.
Ole Miss and Mississippi State used to be played on Thanksgiving, but they changed it to Friday for whatever reason. But yeah. Okay. Now let's move on to Cover Straight Dog. And I tried to pick all rivalry games except for maybe the last one, but it's okay. Okay, Brody, what's your cover pick?
We're dead. What about Ole Miss's head coach?
Oh, Lane Kiffin?
Is he going to leave?
I don't think he's going to leave.
I think he's leaving.
I don't think he's leaving.
He's going to LSU.
Why?
Because LSU's better than Ole Miss.
Oh, really? Who's playing? Who has a chance to go to the college?
He's going to go to Florida to have oh my God, DJ Lagway.
No, I think he's just trying to get more money out of Ole Miss, and he's going to stay and just making a big thing about it. And when he decides to stay at Ole Miss, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, we're good forever." It's all bullshit. I don't think he's leaving. Okay, all right. I was gonna wait till next week to talk about it because we'll wait for his decision, which is apparently coming after this week's game.
Apparently,
but
what if they lose?
But if they
lose this week, then do you think his decision changes?
Probably not. Maybe they fire him because he lost the game.
No. He's a good coach.
Maybe it's not his decision.
Maybe it's not.
But if he wins, you're going to the college football playoff. All these other teams you're going to go to suck right now. Why?
Money.
I don't understand why.
Money talks, Dad.
Money does talk, but he makes plenty of money in Ole Miss. You think Ole Miss doesn't have money?
I think Ole Miss has money.
I think most of those SEC schools have plenty of money to throw around.
But Dad, look, if you had an offer from LSU or Ole Miss, what are you taking?
If I was already at Ole Miss, I'd probably just stay.
Yeah.
Especially, I'm like about to make the college football playoffs. We're getting better and better every year.
Yeah.
I can go to LSU and what? Sweat my ass off in Baton Rouge? Or I can sweat my ass off in wherever Ole Miss plays. No one even knows.
No one knows where Ole Miss plays.
No. Oxford, Mississippi, maybe. That's a guess, but that's my best guess.
That might be Mississippi State. But it might be Ole Miss. I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't really care, honestly.
I don't know one city in Mississippi.
So. I don't know one city in Mississippi either. It's the most random. No, Arkansas is the most random state.
Arkansas? Well, I know Little Rock, Arkansas.
Everyone knows that.
Yeah. And Fayetteville. That's where Arkansas is. So I know Arkansas better than Mississippi. All right, Brody. Cover Straight Dog. Who's your cover pick? Let's get this going.
My cover pick is Arizona -1.5 at
You
ASU.
Are such a copycat.
How would I follow your paper, Dad? I thought you made this at Mom's house.
You're such a copycat.
I thought you made it at Mom's house.
Okay, my cover pick is Arizona -1.5 at Arizona State.
Arizona State Arizona's on a roll right now. Arizona State, I guess it's on a roll, but they're not as good as Arizona right now. And Arizona State doesn't have their starting quarterback. And I don't know. Arizona, I just think is just a better team right now and is on a roll.
Arizona is hot right now. They're hot, and they've been beating some good teams in the Big 12. Arizona State's on a backup quarterback, and they've been beating bad teams in the Big 12.
They struggled last week against Colorado.
Exactly. Colorado's one of the worst teams in the Big 12. Like, maybe the worst, other than West Virginia.
No, Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State's the worst, for sure. So, second to worst is a battle between Colorado and West Virginia. So, again, Arizona's super hot. They keep winning. I don't see why, especially Arizona State, no Sam Levitt. Their luck's got to run out with his backup quarterback. Arizona, -1.5. Lock it up.
My straight pick.
Mm-hmm.
I have Michigan.
Okay.
Losing to Ohio State.
Oh, really?
At home.
Oh, really?
The Ohio State is going to end the run and put belt to Michigan. Only reason is because I just think finally Ohio State wins, which I've said this 4 years in a row now, and I just think Ohio State's a better team. I am worried about it's probably going to snow there, which I think favors Michigan and how they play because they run the ball.
And Michigan's at home.
But they have a freshman quarterback. I don't know if he's ready for this game. And Ohio State is just going to win this game. And they're going to...
You think so, huh?
And yes, I think...
Straight up.
Ohio State finally gets that win over Michigan. And Michigan is terrible.
I'm not so confident. I think this is Michigan's Super Bowl game. They're not making the playoffs.
They were...
they're not the greatest team. This is
they couldn't make the playoffs.
Game. Well, maybe. If they win this game with a lot of help.
But they also could make the conference championship.
They could.
If Oregon loses to Washington, then if Michigan beats Ohio State, then Michigan makes it against Indiana.
Still, Michigan needs some help. This is their Super Bowl. This is the game they're playing for. They're at home. They know Ohio State there's like a 4-game winning streak.
Ohio State, this is like basically their Super Bowl. They don't want to get embarrassed 5 years in a row.
No,
they're going to come out
They're
hot.
looking at college football playoffs. They care about winning national championships.
They are putting belt to Michigan right now.
I don't think so.
They're playing belt to Michigan. At Michigan.
I think it's going to be a close game.
All those fans.
I think it's going to be a close game.
In the snow.
It's going to be a close game.
They're going to wear white jerseys so they blend in with the snow.
Okay. My straight pick is Virginia at home against Virginia Tech. Now, Virginia Tech does have a new coach. He's not coaching yet, James Franklin. But Virginia's good. They're at home. Virginia Tech, they should take care of this game. Let's get it done, Virginia. Cavaliers.
Trash. Virginia Tech can feel James Franklin's aura, and it's going to win this game.
Oh, God.
They're going to win it for James Franklin.
I'm sure they are.
Yes, sir. My dog pick, I have Washington plus 6.5 versus Oregon.
Oh, I see. It's all starting to make sense now.
Oregon's Super Bowl game was last week against USC. Washington's Super Bowl game is to ruin Oregon's chances right now. At home, Washington is kind of getting on a run late, and I think Oregon's hot because they beat USC, and this is a let-up game, and Washington beats them at home.
I think no way. I think Oregon knows what's on the line.
Nope.
They're still a little desperate to make the college football playoffs, get the Big Ten championship game.
This is Washington's Super Bowl.
I don't care. I don't care.
They have nothing else that they're going to put everything on the line just to beat Oregon.
Oregon is just as motivated as Washington in this game.
No, Washington win. Way more motivated.
All right, my dog pick. Enough with Brody's lame dog pick there. My dog pick is Pitt plus 7 at home versus Miami. Now, again, this is ACC. ACC's all crazy right now, right? But Pitt's at home. They're not a bad team. They're getting 7 points, and it's probably going to be cold and snowy. Now, where is it not cold and snowy?
Arizona,
Miami. Okay, so they're going to go up there, and they're going to be freezing their asses off. Pitt's going to take it to them, and I think Pitt's got a real chance to win this game outright. So let's take Pitt plus 7 at home versus Miami, and let's screw up the ACC. I don't even know who's going to make that championship game.
It's going to be SMU Virginia. If SMU wins and Virginia wins, it's Virginia SMU.
Mm-hmm.
If one of them loses and Pitt wins, then it's Pitt.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
But Pitt's not going to win. Actually, no. I think Pitt is going to win. I like that pick.
Oh, you like Pitt, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, well, how come you didn't pick it?
Because I like Washington more. Dad, Washington's home, Dad.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's move on to the NFL. we are now on week 12, coming out of week 11, or week 13, coming out of week 12. I don't even know anymore.
We're in week 13.
Week 13.
We're 1
coming out
week
of week
behind,
12.
and it's college.
Okay. It is Thanksgiving week, which traditionally, has always been a game of the Detroit Lions and somebody else,
Cowboys,
and the Dallas Cowboys and somebody else. And then eventually the NFL did end up adding a third game that nobody cares about because we're all drunk and tired and full bellies that I sleep through. I never know who plays in the third game.
Bengals, Ravens this week.
Well, I know that's who it is now,
Joe
but
Burrow's
I
back.
never watch it.
You don't?
I'm just always sleeping or tired or whatever by the time we're playing a board game or whatever it is by the time we get to the third game. So for me, I was kind of thinking that Thanksgiving is like the NFL's holiday. Right, Brady?
Yeah, I would say so.
Now, what about Christmas? I would say Christmas is for the NBA. The NBA always plays on Christmas. Those heathens always playing on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
And then New Year's Day is for college football.
New Year's is college football. Yeah.
New Year's Day is college football. I know
because that's when the playoffs start.
Well,
right?
I know hockey's trying to sneak in there.
Yeah.
But and also you got the Rose Bowl and all that stuff. A lot of tradition, and all the big games are played on New Year's Day. Like 4th of July for me is for baseball.
Baseball, yeah.
Baseball. Memorial Day weekend is for racing. You got like the Indy 500 is usually on Memorial Day weekend. The NASCAR 600-mile race is on Memorial Day weekend. Like I think it's like the Monte Carlo Grand Prix for F1 is on Memorial Day weekend. So we got that. I think the U.S. Open of golf, like for golf, is always on Father's Day weekend. So to me, it's like when you think of Thanksgiving, to me, it's NFL football. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think NFL football, but Christmas, some people can argue about Christmas too. It's not as big as Thanksgiving, but Christmas is kind of NFL.
Well, I think the NFL used to never play on Christmas. They would always move it to
They have a
the
couple
day before,
games
day
now.
after, whatever it was.
There's like 1 or 2 games on
Yeah,
Christmas.
but now because the NBA has good ratings on Christmas, the NFL's like, oh, we want some of that.
Yeah, Thanksgiving's definitely NFL though.
Yeah, Thanksgiving's NFL.
All the players eat turkey after the game if you win.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, so it just made me think of that and thinking about all the holidays for all these other sports organizations and stuff. But, yeah. Let's move on to the Cardinals. The Cardinals are 3-8.
Why do we have to talk about the Cardinals?
Because we have to. Well, the Cardinals are 3-8, and I want to point out that the Carolina Panthers, who we beat early in the year, are 6-6. All right?
If they lose, they're 6-7.
And the Saints are 2-9.
Yeah.
The New Orleans Saints are 2-9, and we're 3-8. And the Tennessee Titans are 1-10. And guess who they got their one win from?
Cardinals?
The Arizona Cardinals. So this season for the Cardinals is an absolute disaster. This might even be worse than the last year of Cliff Kingsbury.
No.
Who got fired?
No.
Okay, Brody. Think about earlier this year. You had super high expectations.
Everyone did. It wasn't just me.
This is the third year of Jonathan Gannon. We're going to be a playoff team. All this stuff. And now we're 3-8.
If you look at the stats, he was getting
We're going to be like
better.
a top 10 pick in the draft.
And we get our franchise.
And what happened with Cliff Kingsbury?
Yeah, look.
Right? We had 11 win season, made the playoffs. Kyler Murray sucks, so we didn't win. And then we had what?
We get our franchise
4-8 or 4-10 or whatever it was.
If our whole roster doesn't get injured and we get our franchise quarterback,
injuries, I don't want to hear about injuries.
Then we are putting belts.
Injuries
is such a big deal. What do you mean?
Injuries
is such a big deal.
Injuries only matter for the quarterback. Okay, everyone else, they're NFL players. You got to step up and play. Okay, everyone has injuries. Okay,
yeah, but not as bad as the Cardinals.
NFL quarterbacks are the only position that really move.
And guess what?
The point spread.
Our
line.
NFL quarterback is injured.
No, he's fake injured. He's benched. They just pretended to make him injured so that he would have some sort of he didn't have to be so embarrassed.
Okay. Yeah. Also, but you have to apologize to Jacoby Brissett though.
What about what? About what? That he's won one game?
You were like, he's the worst quarterback ever. Why did we get him? He's like he has like the best stats in the NFL. And he's only played like half the weeks.
Yeah, and we've won one game.
That's not his fault.
It's partly his fault.
Not really. He's thrown one interception.
So you're saying that Jacoby Brissett is playing at an MVP level?
Not MVP level.
Yeah. No, you're saying he has the best stats in the NFL right now.
He does.
He's got the best stats.
He does.
So he's playing at an MVP level since he started. Yet we've won one game and we're 3-8
since the week that he started. He is like the best stats in the NFL since the week he started.
So he's playing at an MVP level because he has the best stats. Yet we don't win.
That's Jonathan Gannon's fault.
Yeah, Jonathan Gannon's fault, Jacoby Brissett, and the rest of the team's fault. I mean, this is really starting to come down to Jonathan Gannon. I mean, the coaching staff is to me, is on the very, 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 very hot seat. I mean, one more loss, and I'm like, I mean, this is like sealed for me. These guys are going to be gone. We have a whole new coaching staff next year.
Yeah. Okay, Dad, what would you do, Dad? Like, if you were the coach, what would you do to fix this team? If you were the GM?
If I was a GM? Then you can't fix it now.
No, like next season.
Oh, next season? Well, we obviously need a quarterback.
Yeah.
All right. Whether that's Jacoby Brissett or somebody else, fine. Again, I want to draft a quarterback. But the one thing we definitely need, James Conner, no idea if he's coming back or not. We need a running back.
Jeremiah Love.
Jeremiah Love.
Look.
So you don't want a quarterback.
No. I'm saying if this NFL draft, if it's not the right position to draft a quarterback, get Jeremiah Love and keep Jacoby Brissett. If teams are not willing to trade back, if you're offering them and they're not willing to trade back, then it's not the year for the quarterback. Get your future NFL running back, and then keep Jacoby Brissett, and then next year draft a quarterback.
Okay.
Because I guarantee you, the Cardinals are going to send a trade to those top teams.
Yeah.
But if the top teams don't accept it, it's not the Cardinals' fault.
Yeah.
So if
you can make a better trade, give them more.
Yeah, but you see what happens when you like the Panthers when they trade their whole team for Bryce Young.
What about the
and look at the Bears now?
What about the Rams?
Look at the Bears now.
What about the Rams?
Rams.
Yeah, they're one of the best teams in the NFL. They traded away a lot for Matthew Stafford and stuff.
Once all their old players leave, then they're cooked. Once Matthew Stafford leaves, they're cooked.
That's what we said 2 years ago, and they're still winning.
Once Matthew Stafford leaves, they're actually fried. They're actually fried.
They'll trade for another quarterback.
Who?
Whoever. You see? Just trade. Make a trade. Get a guy. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it's too late now to make a trade.
You trade in the offseason.
Yeah.
Make a trade. We need a quarterback and a running back. I'm not saying we need a number one wide receiver. Maybe. Well, I mean, it's impossible.
Marvin and Michael Wilson are good.
That's what I'm saying. It's impossible to go out and get a number one wide receiver because we already need a quarterback and a running back. Now, that means we're stuck with Marvin Harrison Jr. as the number one. Michael Wilson is playing good.
Michael Wilson does not drop the ball. I swear.
In the absence of Marvin Harrison, Michael Wilson has stepped up. He has shown what he can do. So I'm good with him being a number two. So it means we need another wide receiver.
We have Trey McBride, tight end.
So we need a three.
Okay, look.
We need a number 3 wide receiver.
We need a number 3 wide receiver, a number 1 running back, number 1 quarterback, and we need a right tackle.
I was going to say, we need to just continue to upgrade the offensive line.
Okay, Dad.
I'm not saying we got to go out and get one in the first round of the draft.
Dad, look.
We just need to continue to upgrade the offensive line. All right?
Yeah. This offensive line class is not that good this year, right? I mean, it has top 10 overall picks, right?
Yeah.
But it's not that good, right? If there's no offensive lineman taken, right, at your pick, so you would get the choice of whichever one you want.
Yeah.
Jeremiah Love's there. Are you taking Jeremiah Love in the top 10, a running back, or are you taking offensive lineman?
I'm taking Jeremiah Love because running back and quarterback are our top 2 needs by far.
Yeah.
And I will sign any free agent I can afford for my offensive line.
So then Jeremiah Love. So you're saying Jeremiah Love running back 1 and Trey Benson running back 2?
Yes, or Trey Benson starts out at 1, Jeremiah Love's 2, whatever it is, or they just split it. They just go committee.
Yeah,
I'm down with that until one proves that he's better than the other, and they get more carries and stuff. To me, the defensive side of the ball is more about getting healthy, getting these guys out of injury. Mac Wilson, all this stuff, right?
I'm not trying to glaze though, Dad, but
Walter Nolan was hurt all year. The other guy, Darren Robinson, or whatever the fuck his name is, no one even remembers him being the first round pick for us because he's never fucking played.
Okay, Dad. The bad part about Walter Nolan is that he's been hurt, right? But we have to admit, when he's on the field, he's done pretty good.
When he's on the field, he has made some plays. Yes.
He's made some plays, but he needs to stay healthy.
Got to stay healthy.
This guy cannot be healthy.
Linebackers, cornerbacks, these guys got to get healthy.
Yeah, Will Johnson, all these guys need to get healthy.
Exactly. So to me, it's on the defensive side, it's not quite as important as getting players. It's more about getting healthy. These guys are going to be healthy, then we'll get somebody else.
I would say we still need a D tackle because Calais Campbell's gone.
Yeah.
Dalvin Thomas is probably going to be gone.
Yeah, he's been a little bit of a disappointment. Calais Campbell's outplayed him.
Darius Robinson's terrible. Our only guy is Walter Nolan, really. And I think we need a linebacker.
Josh Sweat.
Because Mac Wilson is really our only linebacker. So I feel like we need another edge other than Joshua, a couple of D tackles, and a linebacker.
Yeah, but again, I think you can get this in free agency, all that kind of stuff.
Free agency,
and you can get some late round draft picks and get a couple D linemen and linebackers.
Day one on the NFL draft, I think it has to be offense.
It's got to be.
It has to be some sort of offensive guy.
But you know what that means? That the Cardinals will probably draft a D tackle no one's ever heard of out of Wyoming or like Troy or something like that. And we're like, oh, yeah, this guy's going to be super great. Then he'll twist his ankle and he'll miss 3/4 of the season again.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. That's how it goes.
Just get Jeremiah Love, bro.
Yeah. Offense has to be the focus. It has to be.
Yes.
Get healthy on defense. Yeah. Sign a couple free agents. Fill in some gaps. Do all that stuff. But it's got to be offense. Got to be offensive line, running back, quarterback, and an extra wide receiver somewhere.
And maybe a new coach.
The only position we don't need on offense is tight end.
The tight end, yeah. And left tackle, Paris Johnson.
Yeah, Paris Johnson. Okay. Well, now that we've ranted and raved about the...
Do you think the Cardinals get rid of Budda Baker, or do you think they keep him?
I don't know how long he's signed for. I don't remember what his contract was for.
He has a couple more years, but people are saying that they might just get rid of him because, I don't know, because he might want to go play for an actual contender or something.
I don't think so. I think you need to... I think the defense is fine if they're healthy. Now, they just got to get healthy. So I think you don't want to get rid of, unless you're going to trade Budda to fill your quarterback or running back position, which you super needs.
Would you trade Budda up to get that number 1 overall pick and get your quarterback?
No, I wouldn't. I would just trade draft picks.
Just trade draft picks?
Yeah. Just trade those draft picks that are 50-50 chance. Budda's 100%.
Would you
100% going to be good? These draft picks are 50-50.
Do you want the Cardinals to just release Kyler Murray, or do you want them to trade him?
I don't. Well, I obviously I would like them to trade him. I mean, you might. Yeah, I don't know what you're going to get. A third rounder,
probably.
A fourth rounder, something like that, because they know you don't want them, so there's not a lot of value there.
Yeah.
Again, I think the best chance is the Raiders.
Raiders probably, yeah.
Or the dumbass Jets. So the Jets might do it.
They might do it.
But again, I'll take a third rounder, and I'll take an offensive lineman or a defense lineman or a linebacker or a cornerback in the third round. I'm fine with that.
Trade Kyler Murray for a third rounder. Maybe use it to trade up. I don't know, something like that.
Exactly. Or if your third rounder is higher than theirs, you can trade yours away to get into a higher first round pick to get your guy, running back. Or again, and a lot of people are like, oh, you don't take a running back super high, which I get. But if there's a guy, take him. This is your guy. If there's an Adrian Peterson out there, well, let's go get him.
Yeah.
Like, I'm down for that. So, okay. Let's move on to cover straight dog. Brody, what's your cover pick for Thanksgiving weekend?
I have the Bills minus 3.5 at the Steelers, only because Steelers have no Aaron Rodgers. I don't know who else their quarterback is besides Aaron Rodgers.
Mason Rudolph.
Mason Rudolph or Will Howard. I don't think they're going to beat the Bills, so I have Josh Allen going to the Steelers winning this game because they have no Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, I'm down with that. The Steelers might actually be better without Aaron Rodgers, so we don't even know.
Might be.
Yeah, but my cover pick, I'm taking the Kansas City Chiefs minus 3 at the Dallas Cowboys. Obviously, this game's going to be played tomorrow. Now, the Cowboys are coming off a huge win.
They are.
Against the Eagles, right? They came back against the Eagles at home, and now they have to face a still desperate playoff-seeking team, the Chiefs, on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
In the prime time, everyone's watching.
The Chiefs aren't even in the playoffs. Like, if the season ended right now, they're not in the playoffs.
If the NFL does not help the Chiefs win this game, I'm going to be mad. And we know, because I'm picking the Chiefs,
Oh.
and I would make, if I could make a bet, I would make a bet that we're gonna have a Taylor Swift sighting in this game too.
Oh, definitely.
Because it's Thanksgiving, at Cowboy Stadium. So Taylor's gonna be there. Chiefs need a win to stay in the playoff hunt. It's Thanksgiving. Everyone's watching. Chiefs -3. Lock it up.
Yeah. My straight pick.
I always love it when you love my pick more than yours. I can totally see it on your face.
No,
Brady.
bro. No. My straight pick is I have, which is going to be played tomorrow, is the Lions winning at home against the Packers. Thanksgiving is the Lions' day. The Lions usually do good on Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is their day. So I have the Lions at home beating the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
In those all gray helmets, I think they're wearing.
Oh yeah, the old school ones. Again, this is division rivalry, so that's why I stayed away from it. I do like the Lions, but just because division rivalry on Thanksgiving, I don't know which way it's going to go.
I don't know. The Lions are home. It's Thanksgiving. I think they get the win.
Okay, my straight pick. Brody's going to give me that look again, like I think your pick's better than that. That's okay.
I like my pick.
My straight pick is the Philadelphia Eagles over the Chicago Bears. Now, again,
I don't like that, actually.
No, the exact same reason that I'm taking the Chiefs for the Cowboys. Cowboys come off a big win against the Eagles. Eagles in a rebound spot because they just lost this one to the Cowboys. They're going to bounce back and whoop up the Bears, who are, they're a good team. They're competitive and stuff. But again, both teams are used to the cold. Both teams are used to playing outdoors. Both teams are used to playing on fields that are played on that don't have good field conditions because they're played on by other colleges or whatever. And the Eagles are looking for a bounce back. So, Eagles straight up against the Bears.
You finally pick against the Bears. I feel like every week you pick with the Bears, but
it just depends on the situation. Depends on the situation in the match.
My dog pick. We have the Commanders +5.5 at home against the Broncos on Sunday Night Football. I heard Jaden Daniels is back. Jaden Daniels and the Commanders.
After his dislocated elbow?
Yes, sir. I heard he's back.
Must have been his non-throwing elbow.
That's what I heard. Don't quote me, all right?
Okay.
I heard he's back, right? The Broncos have been on a roll. They beat the Chiefs. They're coming off a bye week. They have to go all the way to Washington. And I think every NFL team has that one, trap game or something like that. I think this could be the Broncos' trap game, and they somehow find a way and lose this game at Washington.
Mm-hmm.
They go all the way from Denver to Washington. Jaden Daniels is back, I think. So I think this could be a let-up spot.
Okay. I mean, I always like when the Broncos lose. So
I like when the Broncos lose, too.
Me too.
It's a beautiful sighting.
All right. My dog pick are the Houston Texans +4 at the Indianapolis Colts. They're on the road, but the Colts haven't looked the same recently in the last couple of weeks.
They haven't.
So, and the Texans have a good defense.
They have a really good defense.
So they have like first or second best defense in the league. So if the defense can step up
the Texans
and stop Jonathan Taylor, which if they can stop Jonathan Taylor or slow him down, then that really affects Daniel Jones and them getting to Daniel Jones and stuff like that. We've seen that the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. In my opinion, the Texans have the best defense, and the Broncos are second.
Yeah. So if the Texans can control Jonathan Taylor, I'm not saying completely stop him. And it's a division rivalry game.
It is.
So it could be cold. They both play in a dome, right? So it doesn't matter how cold or windy it is outside. Both teams both play in a dome. So I will take my chances with Houston Texans +4 at the Indianapolis Colts. Lock it up.
I like it.
All right. All right, Brody. Anything you want to say before we sign off here?
Happy Thanksgiving, I guess.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. All right. Thanks again for listening. You can catch this podcast pretty much everywhere now. And we'll catch you on the flip side.